Okay, let's start talking about success, because everybody anywhere in the world wants to be successful. And you know what? I don't know if you ever thought about it, but to be honest, it is much tougher to not succeed and experience that feeling of being a failure than putting so much extra effort and being able to succeed. Just think about that. Is it easier? It is much easier to succeed than to fail. And that's why I want you to follow me to learn how to get there and be the successful person that you always wanted to be. Being a successful person today, it's not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. And I want you to ask yourself right now, do I want to be successful? If the answer is yes, it should be yes, then you have to make that choice today. Now, what it means to be a successful person? How can you define success? Very simple. First of all, you don't need to compare yourself with others, because that doesn't define your success. All you need to do to see the progress that you have been doing since you started setting a goal, because it's all about setting goals and seeing how much you have been able to achieve your own goals. And your own goals should be your own, not the goals that somebody else has set for you or the goals that you have seen other people doing. They have to come from you, from your inner higher self. Now, I will take you through 8 simple steps that will help you to enjoy this journey and to see amazing results as you keep being successful. The very first thing, as I said, you need to set your own goals. Why this is important? If you don't know what you want to achieve, and if you don't write these things down, then how you're going to attract them, how you're going to bring them to your life, how they're not coming to you by accident. Even if they come because you already haven't asked for it, it may happen that they come to your life, they knock in the door, and because you don't recognize them, you don't open the door, and they go away. That's why it's very important that you start calling them. So how do you do that? You can't start calling a fortune in your life, or that luck that you think it's all about, before you know what exactly you want to attract. So you have to open a notebook right now and take a pen or a piece of paper and start writing it down. What you exactly want to achieve. Write all the goals. So of course some goals might be scary, and you probably had some dreams since you were children, but don't worry, you're just writing it down. When I started doing this exercise with my clients, with my ladies, and I saw them being really scared on putting these dreams into a piece of paper. And you know what I said? I said, darling, it doesn't cost you anything. It's completely free of charge. You're putting it right there. Just write it down. Just think about it. Thinking is free of charge. But as you think, things should not stay just in your mind. Everything that you have it here, you have to put it there in writing, because things happen twice. First happen here and then happen into reality. It's like an architect. In order for you to build a house, you have to create an architecture first. You have to design it first, and then you start seeing coming to the reality. This is the way it works with your goals as well. Until you have started clarifying and have a clear image in your mind, a clear picture in your mind, what exactly you want to achieve, and write all your goals there, you will not be able to access everything that you deserve from that inner intellectual, emotional, spiritual property that you have inside you. right? So I really hope you start it right now. Write all the goals and read all the goals every single day. As you go through it, write it again and write it again and write it again. Probably you have achieved a goal, just say tick, done that, and add extra goals all the time. So if you do that, you'll have a sense of fulfillment. It will give you so much sense and significance in your life, and you will love it. Then another important step that is in this process, as you have started your journey to become a successful person, is stay focused. So when you write all your goals, it's very easy to be distracted. So you have to eliminate all the distraction. I know, especially our ladies, because I work a lot with women, we have that shiny syndrome. We see one thing here and one thing there. We want to do everything and then we feel overwhelmed. Stay in the lane. Focus. Be on track. Because if you do one thing today and one thing tomorrow, you want one thing today and one thing tomorrow, then you are sending the wrong signal to the distributor, because I always say the distributor has to be in tune with the receiver. Like, for example, if the postman come in the house to deliver you something and you're not there, or probably you're distracted, you don't listen, and you don't see what is coming, then the postman will go away and you'll not be able to receive the delivery. So that's why you need to stay focused and concentrated and be ready to receive, be ready to, and wait, be patient to be able to welcome what is coming to you. Sometimes I use my favorite expression, let it go what is going and let it come what is coming. What do I mean with this? If you are not focused and concentrated, probably you are still allowing all these distractions to create a mess and to create like that overwhelm feeling inside you. But at this point, as you create some space by letting go something that you no longer need, you're allowing space for something new to come. That's why when the new thing arrives to you, you know it because you have been waiting for it. And you are able to see it only if you are focused, only if you are present, only if you are aware, and you have been patient, you have been waiting for it, and you have been calling for it. So I want you to think about that. So how do you help that? How do you make sure that this is happening and this is also becoming a natural part of your journey? The next step is creative, positive mindset. By creating a positive mindset, you'll be able to see clearly, to focus more, and to concentrate more, and to extend the list of your goals. So the step number 3, it helps you to fulfill the very first 2 steps, which was about setting goals, achieving goals, and staying focused. So in order for you to be able to achieve more goals and stay focused, you need to create a positive mindset. A negative mindset, it becomes bitter inside you, and it stops you to attract new things and beautiful things, but also it distracts you so much. In order for you to focus your energy, your time, your feelings, your emotions into something constructive and productive, you'll have to use that energy in something negative which will drain you. That's why it is in your benefit that you start eliminating everything negative that doesn't help you to achieve your goals, and just focus on building that amazing belief system which is beautiful and positive into your mindset. So investing into a positive mindset, it's a must. It is urgent and it is essential and fundamental. So if you haven't started doing that yet, if you have been living into the old paradigm, please wake up. It is a wake-up call which will help you to invest in your positive mindset. Sometimes I know it is not easy, and a lot of people take a long journey to go and find it once they discover that something is not right inside them. This is the next step that is going to help you to get there easier. Find a mentor. A mentor is going to guide you and is going to help you to avoid all the wasted time and all the the wrong path that you try to go through, and then you come back and you try another one and you come back. So of course we learn a lot from our mistakes, but sometimes the best way to learn is from other people's mistakes. If you find a mentor that has been going through what you are going through and has found solutions for all the challenges and has arrived there and has managed to achieve what you want to achieve, that is going to make your life easier. But make sure you always find somebody who has achieved a little bit more than you have achieved. Otherwise, there is an expression, I think Robert Kiyosaki used to say, you never seek advice from somebody that is more messed up than you. Sometimes people do that. They go and seek advice from family members probably, or neighbors or friends, or that they are really in a down place for themselves. And guess what? If you go and seek advice from them, you are going to be in the same place. If you want to achieve success, you have to seek advice from successful people, and that is going to be your mentor. Okay? Now, another reason why people don't become successful is the step number 5, which I'm going to ask you to write it down. Let it go what is going and let it come what is coming. Something that I mentioned earlier, which is connected with let the past go. A lot of people get stuck in the past. And the past sometimes is painful, sometimes is full of failures and mistakes and things that we don't want to remember. And people visit that part a lot. It's okay to visit your past sometimes, but please, please, please don't stay there for long. Sometimes when past memories visit your mind and they want to stay there, otherwise I call it a mental house, you need to make sure that you keep your mental house cleaned. If there are some memories that they are making you feel a little bit nervous and dirty and concerned and anxious, please, please, please get rid of that. You have to open the door and let all the old memories that are disturbing you go, because you have to allow some space for the new things. So please, that is really important for you to let go all the failures that you have been experiencing in the past. Because sometimes people, every time when they try to start a new thing, they connect it with something that has happened in the past. And if in the past has been a bad experience and you have failed, that is going to stop you and it's going to be a big obstacle for you to start doing a new thing. And as a result, you will not be able to succeed because you'll think that it's going to be the same or an extension of what has happened in the past. But the truth is, no. You can set new rules, new goals, and you can make it happen. Now, how do you make it much easier? Because all the time when I share this with my clients, I say, but how? Invest in yourself. That is the step number 6. How you do it is you have to start exploring ways. How do you invest in yourself? Investment in yourself is the best big investment ever. Because what do I mean with invest in yourself? Instead of investing, let's say, on, what do we call invest in yourself? People, for example, buy an expensive bag or expensive dress or go in the party and spend all the time in a nightclub. And that is okay, temporary, if it is once. But if you keep doing that all the time, probably the return investment is not going to be that great. So that's why I want you to ask yourself, what is that clever, smart investment that you can do in yourself that you can get the investment back immediately? You have to ask for returned investment, returned investment on yourself. So just think about it. If you buy a car, how a car is going to return the investment on you? Fine, you may need a car, but probably that's not a priority. Read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Buying a car, probably he suggests, the Rich Dad suggests at the bottom of the list. Probably at the top of the list, you have to put something that is not a liability, but something that is an asset. This is what I want you to think as an investment. What is an asset? An asset is a knowledge. An asset are assets are skills that you put into the list of what you want to do. So that's why if you invest in your education, qualifications, new skills, new knowledge, that is really big investment on yourself, because that investment is going to double and triple and multiply and is going to return much more on you. So think to make a list of what are the biggest investment that you consider to make for yourself, and you'll see that will definitely guide you to a huge success. And then, as you have done that, I would like you to think about another step that can definitely boost your experience of success. That is called others, people. And I want you to think, how can you extend your network? Because your network is your net worth. I know as we are locked down, you may think, how do we network? Now we are isolated. There are so many ways that you can experience, discover, and explore by finding new ways to network. There are a lot of online networking events, and I want you to think about the results and how your life would look like when your network is extended. Imagine if you know 100 people. How much that success will be returned to you. If you know 200 people, if you know 1,000 people, if you know 1 million people, you can become that person. Because without people, you can't reach your destination. Because everything, as always has been like this, everything is connected with people, people, people. People can make you or break you. Just think a big statement that Henry Ford used to say when he was going through some troubles with his company. And he said, you know what? You can burn all my factories. You can take everything I have. Just leave me the people. With people, I can build it again. So think again about this. I know all the points that I have discussed so far are important, but my favorite always stays people, people, people. Invest in people, invest in networking, extend your network, do whatever it takes to build a community of like-minded people and be part of that, or belong to that amazing community and tribe of people that support you and gives you the opportunity to dream more, to achieve more, and to succeed more. And now let's move to the last point. Another important step, which I always have done. I've been doing it without knowing that I was doing it and without knowing that this was really important. I didn't know. This was so natural in me, and it really works, and I want you also to experience that. because that means that you have to get out of the box. Otherwise, I call it, there is no trying, it's just doing. So this step is all about doing. And some people, they really get scared and they stay long into their box, into their comfort zone, and they think about it and they think about it and they try. I hope it's not you. I want you right now to think, how do I stop trying and I start doing? Richard Branson has a very famous expression. He says, all the time, if I want to do something, I first do it and then I think about it. How does that make you feel? When I read this statement, I said, oh my God, this is me. This is me. And it felt so good, because sometimes I used to feel guilty because I don't have time to waste on trying. I just want to do it. And you learn by doing. I'm telling you, if you go through all these steps, one at a time, you will see great results in your life. And based on the results, you will see how you feel that you have reached the success that you always wanted and you deserve to have it.